I'm proud to announce I am a partner of W.GG. Go ahead and visit W.GG and use the code BEAGLE256 at checkout and you can get 10% off your entire W order. Thank you, W, and thank you for watching this video. What's going on, everybody? This is Beagle3280 here. Welcome you guys to a little something different. So, as a lot of you guys probably know, I am a huge fan of Super Smash Bros. I'm an even bigger fan of Crash Bandicoot. So you can probably tell by the title, the amazing thumbnail of this video, but this is, in fact, what if Crash Bandicoot made it into Super Smash Bros. So, I'm gonna take this as like a late game DLC thing, taking into account every single game Crash has. So this might turn some people away with the idea of that, but trust me, it's for the sake of being able to build a moveset. To me personally, because there's a lot of things that Crash doesn't do traditionally. Because traditionally it's just a platformer, but even then, like, you know, building movesets for characters isn't just an uncommon thing. Look at Captain Falcon. He is completely built as a brand new moveset because he never even leaves the Blue Falcon in the F-Zero games. So with that in mind, we'll be taking ideas from moves and stages and anything in between, from Crash of the Titans, Mind Over Mutant, the Insane Trilogy, or the originals basically, Crash 4 It's About Time, The Huge Adventure, or as it's called outside of US, Extra Small or XS, Entranced, Wrath of Cortex, Crash Team Racing, Crash Nitro Kart, Skylanders. The Nitro Kart and Team Racing thing will make sense when we get to the stages section. But we're going to talk about his moveset first. So, for his basic A button presses movesets, his punches and kicks are from Titans. His side smash could be his yo-yo attacks from Skylanders, because I ran out of ideas with the moveset thing when it came to that part. And then down smash, you get an Aku spin around him really quickly, like he does in It's About Time. Or if you guys have any kind of a better idea for down smash, I actually encourage you guys to either make video responses or to even just throw in your ideas to make my kind of thing better, or what you would make better and change in the comment section or in your own video response. Or, yeah, I don't mind critique. It helps me improve. So for his B button, the up B would be the rocket jump from Entranced. The side B would be the super slide from Entranced. It would be kind of similar movement to the side Bs of like Pit and Dark Pit, where they like zip across the screen, like not very fast, but you guys know what I mean. And for his B, his neutral B, is the Death Tornado spin. And the way that I had the Death Tornado spin kind of functioning is similar to Meta Knight's Bach Tornado. Because, in all honesty, they both would be the exact same move if you really think about it. Because they're both spinning rapidly in a tornado-esque style. I think it would be really kind of cool to see him do that. And, like, just like Meta Knight, he can glide a little bit when he does his Death Tornado spin. It's something, you know, I thought of. The rocket jump being his up B is what I thought of, because doing something like being able to spawn a jump crate underneath him out of nowhere, like Mega Man does when he spawns his dog. I can't remember his dog name. I don't play Mega Man. But when he does that thing, it'd be kind of like that. But then again, it's not normal for Crash to spawn crates. So the jump from Entrance would probably work best. And a lot of people probably would think, you know, what about his Fruit Bazooka being his side B? Because, you know, Snake has all kinds of different artillery for his commands, but I just think it'd be a better fit for his slide. Like I said, you guys can critique it. And then for his final smash, I was thinking that he could do like Mind Over Mutants and Crash the Titans, where he jacks one of the creatures and pummels the shit out of his opponent. Something kind of like how Little Mac used to play back in Smash Wii U and 3DS. You know, he could pull out his bazooka and just like kind of do like Snake does, where he goes like in the front of the screen and you have to aim the bazooka cursor and fire. like you do in the Crash games. Either that or he just like knocks the opponent into this area full of nitros and TNTs, and he spins a nitro detonator and blows his opponents up. Either that or he could have a thing kind of similar to that one engine fight, similar to like the ending of the engine fight in Crash Twinsanity, where his opponent like falls out of the sky and lands on a TNT crate in a big area full of TNT and just blows up and takes a bunch of damage. I think it'd be kind of cool. So for his costumes, I was thinking his base skin would be the Crash 4's base model. If not, then like Crash from the Insane Trilogy, because it looks really, really great with that model. Carbon Crash from Crash the Titans, because that's his main inspiration is Crash of the Titans. There's that, and Carbon Crash I always thought was like the cooler Crash. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, it's whatever. And then he could have an alternate skin for Coco, because, I mean, Coco plays exactly like Crash does in the Insane Trilogy. And I know a lot of people would love to see Coco Bandicoot come to the game just as much as they would Crash. So it only makes sense for her to be like an alternate skin costume. Because, I mean, if the Koopalings can be the alternate skins of Bowser Jr., and the different astronauts from the other Pikmin games can be the alternate skins of Olimar, I don't see where Coco can't be the alternate skin of Crash. That's just me, though. Have the dark Coco skin from Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, because that's a really, really pretty skin. I do actually kind of prefer that skin over Coco's original. Fake Crash, because obviously it's fake Crash. It wouldn't make sense not to have him. Aviator Crash, because that's another iconic skin. I was originally put down to have Willy the Wombat skin from Crash 4, but when I thought about it, I'm like, the Aviator Crash is a bit more iconic than the Willy the Wombat skin. Biker Crash, because that's another really great skin for Crash from Crash 4. And it's also like one of the really cool things about Crash 3 when he's driving the motorcycle. He has that biker jacket on. The last one would be the low poly Crash, which probably wouldn't happen, as traditionally the low poly Crash and Coco and the low poly Cortex sometimes are traditionally exclusive to PlayStation versions of games. Like in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, the low poly versions of the original Crash Team Racing carts and the skins of Coco, Cortex, and Crash are all exclusively on PlayStation version. But if we can't get the low poly version because of exclusivity, we could do the X-Ray from Wrath of Cortex. The neat skin, we only ever seen the X-Ray thing one time that I can remember. But who knows, maybe you guys can come up with something better. So where I got the most creative was actually in the stages section. So a stage that we could think of would be something kind of basic, would be something similar to Gar Plains from the Xenoblade stage, or Congo Jungle from Donkey Kong. And there's like some bounce crates in sub areas that help you get around everything. That's an iconic thing about Crash, is jumping around on bounce crates. I think it'd be kind of neat to see those. A mobile stage like Hollow Bastion here or Isle Delfino. The platform is something similar to the Crash 3 Warp Room. As the platform settles back in the back are bosses of the game, and they can influence the battle. Like Koala Kong could toss TNT onto the stage, because I'm pretty sure he tosses TNT barrels that shit during his boss fight in Crash 1. Ripper Roo can jump in and drop nitros, because that's an iconic thing he did in Crash 2. Was he set the floor with nitro panels and TNT panels. Papu Papu can do a spin attack thing where he has a staff on the ground and he spins around in a circle, similar to his boss fight in Crash 1. And the TNT nitros do equal damage to the Babam item. Another variant of the mobile stage is similar to the ones like Mario Kart, or the I think it's called Port Town Aero Drive from F-Zero, where basically you're going around the stage and there's sections where there's racers. Like there would be like Oxide Station or Hyperspaceway, because those are two really kind of classic stages when it comes to Crash Team Racing, aside from like the more basic ones. But I like Oxide Station and Hyperspaceway because they're, you know, the final boss arenas. And you can get hit by drivers or on the road if you're like on the track as your platform moving through. Or you could have like one based on a basic Crash stage, and there's like Wumpa that spawns. It's something similar to the new Super Mario Bros. 2 stage that they have, where they have the golden coins, and if you collect 100 of them, you turn and get like golden gold armor, or golden metal armor, golden metal armor. It doesn't really do much of anything. You just sparkle and turn gold. But basically, you like grab 10 Wumpa, and you get like a speed boost, and items are a bit stronger, like in Team Racing and Nitro Kart. I think that would be kind of neat to see. Another version of the boss stage layouts has something like Spiral Mountain, where it spins and then stops or settles and then spins again later on. But you could have like look like the Warp Room hub, and when it settles on a Warp Room area, it'll like spawn a boss that can help influence the fight in some way. And the last version of the stage thing would be something similar to Spear Pillar, where you have the quantum masks appear at random, and they influence the battle similar to how Dialga, Palkia, and Cresselia do. I want to say Giratina shows up on Spear Pillar, but I don't think he does. I think it's only in the games. I know Cresselia, Dialga, and Palkia. But they can do stuff like how their actual quantum mass powers work. Like Ika, when he shows up or he's in like control of the stage, he can flip gravity. Kapunawa can slow down time, similar to how Dialga does. Lonnie Loli can take certain sections of the stage and phase them in and out of existence, because that's his gimmick. And Akanu can do his dark matter spin and spin around the top of the stage and then through the bottom of the stage. As far as stuff like music and such goes, I never really gave much thought into it, because when I think about a Smash representative, I don't ever really focus on the soundtrack that they can bring. I know it sounds kind of like meh, but honestly, I don't really think much about like a game's music that they bring in, because a lot of times I'm just more worried about how the characters are going to play and how fun they are going to play. But if you guys, like I said, if you have any kind of critiques, anything that you think would be better, whatever, go ahead and like make a response or throw a comments down in the comments section. Do whatever. I'm willing to hear any kind of critique or even hear any kind of ideas you guys want to share or whatever. This is just something I thought I'd do for fun. Anyways, that's about it for this video, and I do appreciate you guys watching. If you guys stayed to the very end, I do hope to that if you did like the video, you at least, would even consider giving a subscription on top of the like. You don't have to, but it would be great if you did. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.